The Flash. Barry Allen goes back in time to save his mother. In doing so, he meets a younger version of himself, and the two of them embark on an adventure to deal with the repercussions of his actions. Some are calling it one of the greatest comic book movies ever made. Is it that good? Nah. But is it a solid movie? Absolutely. Right off the bat, I think Ezra Miller does a great job at playing both Barrys. They do a great job of blending the two actors together that I never noticed which one was a double. One is younger and more obnoxious, forcing the other to become more mature, and Miller is able to perform as both really well. In doing this, they bring out a good arc of Barry getting annoyed by his younger self, only to see it as a reflection of how others must see him at times. Michael Keaton is another standout. I didn't grow up with the 1989 Batman, so I don't have the nostalgia fondness that others have. But whenever the soundtrack from the original Batman kicked in, I just got goosebumps. Something about that score just really captivates me, even though I didn't grow up with it, and I just appreciate it being used here again. Ben Affleck was also good, although he wasn't in it that much. Pretty much all the scenes you see of him in the trailers are all the scenes he's in. I liked his Batman and Bruce Wayne. Really made me wish that we got a solo Batflick film. Sasha Cale does a good job as Supergirl. Although she doesn't have that much to do, her presence on screen is very captivating, and I would love to see more of her, although given what happens in the movie, I doubt that'll ever happen. Now, onto the story. I thought Act 1 and 2 were good. The pacing, the action, the humor, the story all had a good balance to it. Act 3 is where it gets a bit messy for me. There's a huge CGI fight, which I don't mind, but the climax and resolution didn't do it for me. They have this twist which I saw coming a mile away, and it didn't really stick the landing in my opinion. I know that I'm supposed to be feeling for them in that scene, but I just didn't, which is a real shame because if I did, I would have given this an 8 out of 10. Also, some of the music at the end doesn't really fit for me. Again, it's more of a me thing, but I just prefer instrumental music to songs with lyrics in them because it distracts me from what's going on in the movie. In the end, The Flash is a solid superhero comic book movie. It's not as good as everyone is hyping it. I'd even argue that it's being overhyped, but that shouldn't stop you from seeing it in theaters. Just don't go in expecting a life-changing event. 7 out of 10. Well, those are my thoughts. What were yours? Let me know in the comments below. Until then, see you next time.